Hey, this is Mr. Ward, and I'm doing a video key for Do Now 18.1, so here we go. So if you had a spinner that has 7 equal portions, 1 to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you roll a 12-sided die, what would the probability be of spinning a 7 and rolling a 12? So I should say, would the probability of spinning a 7 and rolling a 12 be independent or dependent? Well, they will be completely independent events because the spinner and the D12, neither of them lose any options or gain any options in this between each other. So they are independent of each other, which means you'll figure out the simple probability of a 7 and the simple probability of a 12, and you will multiply those. So the probability of a 7 and a 12 would be 1 out of 7 to get a 7 times 1 out of 12 to get a 12. And you would multiply those two probabilities because there's 7 branches that lead to different numbers for the spinner. And each one of those branches has 12 more branches that lead to 1 to 12 for the dice, which means you have 7 times 12 total possible combinations, but only one possibility in each of those scenarios is a 7, and only one possibility is also a 1. So you have to have both happen. So it's going to be 1/7 times 1/12, which will be 1 out of 84. And that is your probability. Now, if students were to pick a student from 200 students for the student body to be student body president and then another to be vice president, what would the probability be? Would the probability that let me start that again, would the probability that you would be selected president and your friend would be selected vice president be independent or dependent? That's going to be dependent because once one person is chosen, then you now have 199 students to work with. So it's a dependent event. Okay, so you will calculate the two simple probabilities, but one of them is going to be a different, it's going to be 1 out of 200 than 1 out of 199 because you're going to remove one person from the pool of possible. So probability of you are president and your friend is vice president. We are, of course, ignoring all sorts of things like campaigning and so forth. This is just a random chance here. Okay, it's going to be 1 out of 200 for the president because it's a 1 in 200 chance that you are the one selected for president. And then there's one person who's your friend, but now it's out of 199 people. So let's calculate 200 times 199. We get 3,000, or we get 39,800. Okay, so that's going to equal 1 out of 39,800 people. And that is the probability. We multiply them out because there's 200 initial branches, and after that, each one of those 200 branches has 199 possible branches. But only one path in all of those out of all 39,800 leads to you being president and your friend being vice president. If we didn't care which one of you was president or vice president, we would actually make this a 2 because there would be twice as many possibilities. But that's all there is for this. I hope that helps.